With holiday gatherings upon us, this simple yet elegant breakfast or brunch dish is perfect for family and friends alike. Stuff or top these sweet and satisfying French toasts with any fruit or filling you'd like. Serve them up with some quick homemade sausage patties, and you'll have a decadent hit. We'll start by making our sausage, which is just going to involve 1 pound of ground pork. The fattier mix you can find, the better. If you're dealing with like 90-10 or anything any leaner, it's just not going to come out quite right. But anyways, we're going to add some spices to this, including thyme, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, a little pinch of cayenne if you'd like the heat. Of course, plenty of cracked black pepper, a little bit of sugar, and a pinch of salt. We're just going to work this together. And by the way, guys, all the exact amounts are down below. As always, no need to take notes here. Just go ahead and mix that until those herbs and spices are very thoroughly combined with that ground meat. And then you could set that in the fridge for overnight, really, or you can work with it right away and form it into patties. I'm going to set it aside and deal with some strawberries here. I'm going to go ahead and just take the stem end off, pull that off, cut off any pithy areas, and then just cut them down into halves or quarters. We're going to macerate these strawberries or draw most of their moisture out by adding some sugar to them. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of sugar on top of a pint of strawberries, and then again, just stir this around and set them in the fridge. Overnight would be just fine. A lot of this recipe can be done ahead of time, so if you are serving this to family and friends for a brunch or breakfast, you can get a lot of it done ahead of time so that the morning of you're not having to do too much work. When you are ready to cook, our French toast dredge is going to involve some eggs, cinnamon, sugar, whole milk, a little splash of vanilla, which I forgot to film adding. And you'll just beat those eggs and thoroughly combine all of that together. And then I'm going to use some brioche bread for this. You could use Texas toast, day-old bread, really any thick cut bread that you have on hand. And then for our stuffing or filling, I'm using some whipped cream cheese here that's got a nice berry flavor to it. But if all you had was plain cream cheese, you could whip that with a little powdered sugar and add any flavorings that you'd like, or just use plain cream cheese for a little extra indulgent center. We'll spread over a nice layer, and again, how much or how thick you add your layer of cream cheese is completely up to you. This is going to be a very rich and indulgent dish no matter what, so I kept that little smear of cream cheese kind of light. I'm going to now add them to our egg and milk and cinnamon mixture. Let them soak for 1 to 2 minutes on the first side, give them a flip, and give them 1 to 2 minutes to soak on that second side. We don't want them egg or batter logged, but we do want them to absorb a little bit of it. So you can put some butter into a skillet. I'm using a little bit of baking spray. I'll just add my French toast down over medium-low heat. We want these to cook through and warm through without burning the outside. Once it's nice and golden brown like that, just give it a flip. Again, working over medium-low heat. Once you've got that golden brown color on both sides, we'll go ahead and remove these and place them in a warm oven. And they'll be just fine in there for up to an hour. And you can rinse and repeat and continue cooking all of your French toasts as needed to serve your guests. I'm going to put down some sausage patties in that same pan. As written, guys, this is going to make 6 double stuffed French toasts and 6 2-ish ounce sausage patties. But of course, if you need more meat in your life or you're serving more or less, you can tailor that to your needs. For the sausage here, we just want to cook it through, and that's really all there is to it. We'll lay down one of those giant pieces of stuffed French toast. Got to top it with a couple of pats of butter, of course, plenty of real maple syrup. And then I'm going to make it a little fancy here with those macerated strawberries. They get soft and super sweet after they sit in that sugar for a day or so. And by the way, if you only have an hour or 30 minutes, that'll be just fine as well. Same effect is going to be accomplished. They'll just be better with more time. I'm hitting it with a little whipped cream and a little bit of powdered sugar. That's definitely optional, but it did make it ultra indulgent and delightful. Got a little garnish of a strawberry, which I sliced up there. And I dare say that is a beautiful plate of breakfast food. You could just buy sausage, of course, but I love making it homemade. You can really control the amount of fat that's in there and all the flavorings. This had a wonderful kick from that rubbed sage, a little bit of cayenne we put in there, and I don't eat a lot of sweet stuff, and especially not for breakfast, but man, this stuffed French toast might just have found its way onto my regular menu rotation. It was absolutely delightful, easy to make, such warming spices from the cinnamon in there. Wonderful mouthfeel from that custardy egg and milk batter that we dredged it in. And of course, the richness from that cream cheese filling, complemented by the freshness of that fruit on top. Man, that is an amazing bite of food. I hope you'll serve it to your loved ones, or at least to yourself this holiday season. And now, with nothing else left to do, I urge you to go and make something delicious.